Ladies and gentlemen, I represent the pre-Christian religion of Wodenism, which was the true religion of Northern Europe. It does not originate in the Middle East, it originates in Northern Europe, which makes us different and probably just as controversial as the last speaker in that sense, but the fact that ours is a racial religion. It's a religion of our race, the race of the North. I'm going to talk today about the runes, but first of all I want to give you a background to our religion, because it was brought by the Anglo-Saxons, but it also existed in Britain before the Anglo-Saxons, the worship of Gwydion. Gwydion is Woden, Wotan or Odin. They are all the same God, the All-Father, the father of the northern folk. Our religion is Germanic. It has different gods which represent different aspects of our folk, soul, our race, and also of nature. That is one thing that this establishment has failed to gather, is the power of nature, the power of this cosmos. They think they are winning. They might be winning at political level, but at spiritual level they are not winning. They will come unstuck. They are locked into materialism, which is why I want to talk about the powers of the runes, which is a way that we can get back at a spiritual level. This is not divorced from the material struggle, because we have a long struggle in front of us. These people were warning about what you could call an apocalypse, if you like. In our tradition we've got a prophecy that the end time would be Ragnarok. Now there's not many people who have bothered to notice that in ancient times that which above is like that which is below. The earth is a mirror image of the heavens. Ragnarok is the war in the heavens. Turn it backwards, it's Quran Gar, the spear of the Quran. That's the trigger for the Ragnarok, which is why I'm talking now, because we need to prepare ourselves for a future struggle, a greater struggle than we have now. The Anglo-Saxons brought with them a runic system which, as I said, is based upon Northern European glyphs. This is a magical, mystical alphabet used for many purposes. Within the Anglo-Saxon tradition we use our own, based upon the Northumbrian 33 runes, which is to be found in a glyph. Every rune can be found in that. If we go, can everybody see it? Okay? That is what you would call the matrix, the basis of the runes. 33 runes come from the 9 herbs charm. A serpent came crawling to slay a man. Woden took 9 glory twigs, then struck the adder, that it flew into 9 pieces. Therewith apple and poison, that the serpent would no more enter the house. Now this is a healing charm at one level, but there's another level, because the serpent in mythology at one level meant wisdom, knowledge and understanding. At another level it was also a glyph of the powers of anti-life. The powers of evil, in the sense that if you turn the word live round, it is evil, anti-life. Unlike Christianity, which believes in good and evil, I'm not using the word in that term. In Norse mythology and in the Anglo-Saxon tradition there's no such thing as evil. But there are powers of anti-life that destroy life upon the earth, and that will destroy the earth. Now, the serpent, as I said, can be seen as a power of good, of knowledge, but it also can be a power of evil. Now, in the American system, you have a dollar bill is two towers with a serpent crawling up it. Now the two towers have fallen, which symbolically represent the fall of the capitalist age, and so we move into the age of the masses, the age of the people. In Northern European tradition, we have a hierarchical system whereby at the top you've got kingship, you've got a warrior aristocracy, then you've got the peasant class, and then below that, that's the three system in Nordic myth, and below that you've got the thralls, which are the slave class. So at the moment the world is ruled by capitalism and the slave class at the same time. Capitalism supplies the money, the masses supply the consumers. It's just the same system. Both systems are exactly the same. One cannot function without the other. And this is all ruled over by the serpent, which is a virus that's infected the earth. As I said, the glyph of the dollar bill for the Twin Towers is important, because the 9/11 dating was also, if you change it on the 9th of the 9th, 9 Common Era, Hermann the Etruscan defeated a Roman legions at Teutoburg Wold. That was the first real challenge to Rome. The date when it finished was the 11th of September, which is 9/11. You have the same thing now. This is built upon Rome. Roman Catholicism was the first move, then the Holy Roman Empire, which was a Germanic empire, but it was distorted. It was not the tribalism of the Germanic people. It was distortion. It was a distortion into the Christian age. What we believe is that we need to go back to our own gods, not to the gods of the Middle East, but back to our own gods of Northern Europe, because these exist within us and without. And that is why the runes are important to us, because without these we cannot make up our own racial consciousness, because they do make up our own race consciousness. They give us what we are, they provide us with our mythology, and a people without a myth are lost. That is why Tolkien rewrote the English myth in Lord of the Rings, and that is why Lord of the Rings was put out at the beginning of the new millennium, because here in England a power is going to arise within the next few years that will challenge the might of this new world order. In prophecy, in Norse prophecy, we have a prophecy where a mighty one would come, matchless in strength. Yeah, anybody can laugh at it, but I'm going to, if you let me finish, okay, if you let me finish, right, because a power will arise here in this country. It doesn't seem as if we would now, because what's happened is the people are asleep, but they can be awakened. This has happened before. This power has awoken before in Europe in the last century. The same power, backed by the runes, the Northern European runes, will arise here in England. As I said, a mighty one was born, matchless in strength, nursed and grew off the sap of the ground. If you look in Norse mythology, you will find this is Heimdall, who brings the laws of caste and the laws of race to his people. Then it says it will be followed by a flood. There will be a massive flood in this country. This is going to cause problems. Nature will not be controlled. Those problems will more likely cause a breakdown in the order. It will not only be in this land, but in other lands